champions will rise this weekend at the 71st USHA Four-Wall National Championships. And welcome back to the Multnomah Athletic Club. My name is Dave Vincent on a beautiful Sunday for the Four-Wall National Handball Championships, number 71, alongside Steve Soto here for the women's finals. It's his final day. Doubles, women's and men's doubles only today on the broadcast, as we have Katrina Casey and Fiona Tolley going up against Ashley Moeller and Michaela Esser. You know, Katrina Casey and Fiona Tolley face each other in the women's final and now are playing doubles together for the first time. How well do you think they know each other? Well, Kara roped them yesterday, Steve, into a game of how well do you know your doubles partner? And let's check that out.
Time for a little, how well do you know your doubles partner? And we learned that these two top Irish players don't know each other barely at all. Is that right?
We just never played together before.
Yeah. I asked, give me a little history. You did at least know to wear the same shirt.
Exactly.
How old were you when you met?
Probably about 10.
Yeah. 10. Okay. Then.
25.
Okay, so here we go. Here's 3 questions. We're going to see how many you can get right about Katrina. Fiona, are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
What is her middle name?
Like Katrina Ann, maybe?
Oh, that's actually my confirmation name. So do we get half a point?
I think you should get half a point. Sure, since we're so competitive here. But what is it really?
It's Mary.
Oh, my mother was telling me.
Okay, number 2.
Katrina, Mary, and then Anne.
Yeah. We'll give you that. Confirmation name, why not? Okay, second one. What is her favorite food?
Oh, it's like a sweet treat. It's always a dessert. So it's like, it's like Cheesecake Factory. It's like cheesecake.
That is a good guess. It's a very good guess.
Okay, but it's not that.
I have many favorite foods, but I went with.
What do you think she went with?
Well, if it's not dessert, cheesecake is what I have said. So. Okay, I would never have chosen that.
Katrina's favorite shot?
Left corner kill or roof shot? Left corner kill, roof shot? I'll go with roof shot. Because she made her roof shot. She made a face. Corner kill!
The left corner kill, we should have known. Okay, switching spots. We're going to do the same questions for you guys. Okay, Katrina, Fiona's middle name.
I was going to go with Mary because that's her mother's name and it is a popular one, but she didn't really react when mine was Mary. So I'm going to go with Fiona. I can't think of any names. Patricia.
That's my daughter's middle name, so we should not laugh, you guys, okay? Patricia Fiona, is it?
No, it's Emer.
Oh, I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, very random.
Are you named after somebody?
No.
First Emer name, yeah.
Just a random name, so I'll take it. It's not even my confirmation name, Patricia, so it's fine.
Second one, her favorite food.
It's a tough one. I feel like Fiona's very healthy. I'm gonna go with like Chipotle, like Mexican food.
I do like Chipotle, but it's not. It's chicken curry.
Good choice.
Okay, last one. We got a half a point for Anne, right? Okay, and then last one, her favorite shot.
I'm gonna go with like a fly kill.
It's not, no. It's a right corner kill?
You got a little bit there. And you're you guys are a very good team. You definitely make up for it on the handball court. Nice job. Thanks for playing our games with us.
Thank you.
Good luck today.
That's some good stuff right there. That's how well they know each other. Steve, they, I think, got a half point out of 3 questions, 6 total questions. Half of it was right.
Half of 1 point.
The women's final is about ready to get underway as Katrina Casey and Fiona Tolley are getting to know each other right now on the show court here at the Multnomah Athletic Club. The This match was originally scheduled for 10 o'clock this morning Pacific time, but they moved it 30 minutes early. Also moved the men's doubles 30 minutes early. They're going to start at 10:30 instead of 11.
Yeah, I think that's helpful for the players that came over from Ireland. A lot of international flights tend to leave the West Coast midday.
And it pretty much was a move of time for the flights. It's been a great week of handball. Yesterday, Diarmuid Nash defeating Martin Mulkerns to win the men's title. That was 11-9 in the tiebreaker. It was a tense moment, probably one of the closest matches in the final that we've seen in a long time at the Nationals.
Katrina?
Really exciting.
Are they calling anything off?
That was a great match.
And in the women's singles, it was Katrina Casey defeating her doubles partner here, Fiona Tolley, in two pretty quick games. For Katrina, it's her 6th. For Diarmuid Nash, it's number 1. In fact, since 2003, only 5 names, he's one of the 5, have been etched in the men's bracket. You have names like, and I told him this yesterday, Paul Brady, Dave Chapman, Killian Carroll, and you.
It would have been a new winner no matter what the outcome from the weekend.
I mean, Killian Carroll's on that list, Paul Brady's on the list, Dave Chapman, and Diarmuid Nash. I mean, he said that's just such a great list to be alongside of. And it would have been, the same thing like you said if Martin Mulkerns would have won.
Or anyone else from the men's field would have been their first title.
Yeah, it was certainly going to be a new name. Only had just a handful since the 21st century. We're going back 2003, John Bike. 2002, Vince Munoz. We're just waiting for the referee to give the announcement here to start this match. But it was a fun day of handball yesterday, and pretty exciting doubles last night. Gavin Buggy and Dominic Lynch going up against Lane Mack and Sam Esser. That was a close tiebreaker. It felt like for a long time that the Irish team would go on and get that win, but then Team America came back, scored some very crucial points.
They did. Very exciting tiebreaker. When we were talking, the referee was trying to get to know the court and asked if the front window was a potential hinder spot. And I think everything's been bouncing pretty true. There were some problems with some sliders yesterday on the sidewalls, but outside of that, and maybe the door, everything's been pretty true on this court.
Yeah, we saw very early on Thursday and Friday some of the players in the men's pro upset that some of their second serves were short because of that glass, but the referee never overturned it. It was never proven that that's what created the short ball. And since then, we really haven't had any problems with it. I don't think this is the type of glass that has a bad bounce. We see it at Lowe's Cab. We've seen it at other facilities, but not here.
Yeah, in this court, the biggest hinder, which is not actually a hinder, is actually the visuals on the right-hand side of the court, as well as the glass on 3 sides. It can be very difficult to track the ball.
Guys about ready?
That was the referee asking the players if they're ready. They actually were ready at about 25 after the hour. The show court brought to you by Mortgage Solutions Financial. Speaking of Southern California, speaking of Nadi Alvarado Sr., who's got 11 national singles titles. He and his family, Nadi Jr., lovely wife, run Mortgage Solutions Financial. Lupe Alvarado. are sponsoring the show court here. Nadi.Alvarado at mortgagesolutions.net. And if you want to just talk handball, just kick them a quick email. And if you want to talk business, they'll certainly oblige. About ready to get underway here.
Ready? All right, well, we've already flipped a coin.
Our referee's giving the announcement here.
Good luck to everybody. Here we go. Let's play ball.
Best 2 out of 3 to 21. Breaker to 11.
0 serving 0.
If it goes that far, first server is Michaela Esser, 0-0. You don't want to play that ceiling game with Katrina, and you just find out why right there. Very quick side out. She had to hit 2 ceiling shots to get that side out.
Yeah, Katrina's so consistent in her defensive game. You
Second serve.
don't want to find out who makes a mistake first.
Point. One serve 0. Point. 2 serve 0.
Still in her mid-20s. If Katrina Casey were to retire today, she'd be eligible for induction into the Hall of Fame. That's how good she is. 6 national championship titles in just the singles alone.
4
Multiple
serve 0.
doubles titles and world titles as well.
Football.
Now, being a world champion doesn't
The front foot.
qualify you as a Hall of Fame member, but those national championship titles certainly have put her into the running. She probably has another. That's a strange shot right there.
That was a strange shot. I don't
Actually,
think that
mine-
ever hit the front wall.
I don't know. Well, they're saying it didn't, but it's one of those where if you were up close, it might have actually touched it. But Katrina already has the resume, and she's probably got another 30 years. I mean, really. Women players seem to play way late in their careers. They play into their mid-50s or later and are still good.
Point. 5 serving 0. Right out.
Fiona just wasn't ready for that shot from Michaela.
0 serving 5. Short, short, short. Second serve. In there, ball. Zero serves 5.
That's a good serve.
It was a good serve.
Hand out. 0 serves 5.
shot right there from Michaela. Gets onto the board here for Team Esser Muller.
1 serves 5. Tied out. 5 serves 1. Point. 6 serves 1. Hand out. 6 serves 1. Tied out. 1 serves 6.
It's going to go all the way to the front wall. I like that attempt from Ashley, that little underhand.
Yeah, he almost attempted to slow the ball down and dribble it out.
But you have to do that as a no look. You don't put your hand out there. You just wait till the last second, act like you're going to pound it somewhere, and then stick your hand down there. She telegraphed that.
Point.
And another point here for Muller Esser.
2 serves 6.
Yeah, it reminds me of a trick that John Bike used to play where he'd take a huge swing with his right hand, and then he would take his left hand and he would dump it behind him.
That's what you do when you're way overly, extremely talented, slightly cocky.
Yes.
And one of the greatest players of all time.
Yes. His other fun trick was to set up for a shot while his opponent was behind him and then not swing at it and let the ball hit his opponent instead.
In there. Let's play it.
Fiona doesn't get off that wall. She has to come out toward the middle.
7 serves 3.
7-3.
Good cover by Michaela. Ball was just coming in too hot for Ashley to hit it.
Look at this perfect shot. I mean, really
drops into the corner.
So perfect. That's in the middle of the rally, and it's sort of a sidearm paddle, so it's hard to have exact feel for where that ball's going to go, and yet Katrina's able to just push it into the back corner perfectly.
9 serves 3. Short. Second serve.
That was Michaela's ball all the way. No question.
Agreed.
10 serves 3.
I like that return. But what are you going to do with that first strike? Katrina hits a 1-inch high and with authority. And a timeout being called here on the court. Katrina
1 minute.
and Fiona are in a unique position of facing each other in the singles final yesterday and now playing together for the doubles final. It was all Casey yesterday as she pushed Tully around the court and played the dominant handball that we've grown to know and love. It was never close, Steve, as you recall, as Katrina put on a clinic, 21-2, 21-3. She picked up her 6th USHA national championship title and the first since 2009 because of the pandemic. You know, Fiona tried to get things going, but how can you do it when Katrina does shots like that?
Yeah, Katrina really took advantage of her power in the finals yesterday to fluster Fiona.
You know, they faced each other a few times in some of these big championships. Once back in Houston on the Pro Tour, where she defeated Fiona 15-2, 15-3, and then back at the She's Aces tournament in a rally scoring format of 31-13. She defeated her there. And then here, she disposed of her rather quickly for her 6th title. Now they're doubles partners.
Short. Second serve. Point. 12, serving 3.
It's a good rally here.
It is.
Look at that get.
So being new doubles partners, Fiona and Katrina have been switching it up over the weekend. Sometimes Katrina playing left, sometimes Fiona playing left. Which do you think has been more effective for them?
Ball.
Yeah, I think it's whoever serves, it takes the left. So I think that's the natural switch for them, unless you're seeing something different. But I think there's a switch to the left side when a ball wraps around the back. See, now this time Fiona took that. Normally Katrina's been taking it, and then you'll see them rotate. See now how I can see Fiona going over to the left side here. She didn't have to, but
Hand out.
because she was in front of Katrina, who kind of waved her off on the right side, we've seen Fiona kind of mosey over to the left and just take over the position.
Right.
And they're doing this without communicating, which is actually I find more intriguing. So I believe it's just more taught to play doubles that way in Ireland, and everybody kind of has a uniform style. You don't really need to talk it out. You just play this the way you were taught. See, and Fiona's now on the left because she's serving. I mean, I would kind of argue that Fiona and Katrina, even though they've never played doubles, have better communication. That was actually a screen. It's going to be tough.
Point.
Normally a back wall isn't tough, but here it's a weapon to hit a big setup.
Serving 3.
Katrina's playing a very far back right-hand side. Almost like in her career, she'd never had to play the right. So she's one of the first right side players I've ever seen that stands behind the left side player. That's a good shot from Michaela.
I think there are a lot of teams that'll divide the court from the front left corner to the back right corner. Right side player plays the
serving 14.
front right corner, and the left side player plays the back left corner, or half.
Or the way I play doubles, the left side player gets all of the court, and I get the stay out of the way portion, which is wherever the left side guy is, I'm as far away as I possibly can be. I like the way the Southern California guys do it with the I formation, the kind of the Marcos LAAC style. Look at that.
Yeah, quick change up to turn around and
Side out.
take that around the corner with their left.
14, serving 4.
The way she just takes a lot off of it, though, and just feathers it up there. That's what I like. You see a lot of players, and I think this is where they make the mistake. They go around that revolving door, and they swing just as hard as they would off the back wall, and they miss it because you can't really see the ball well. But you see Fiona multiple times take that ball and just kind of throw it up there very softly.
Great shot by Katrina.
15, serving 4.
That's a good serve. Nice dig. A lot of communication in there, too. You hear that?
Yeah, there is.
That's Katrina actually dictating traffic, saying yours or mine.
16, serving 4. Point. 17, serving 4. Foot fault. Front foot. Second serve.
Yesterday in the men's doubles, there was a foot fault called. Ireland was making this nice little comeback. They got to 9-10. And our referee called a foot fault, first foot fault of the whole match at 9-10. It just totally broke the momentum. Ireland was out.
19,
The American men got in and scored 2 to win.
Short.
Yeah, I think one of the toughest things as a referee is in any sport is to prevent the crowd from influencing your decisions.
Kind of reminded me of the Super Bowl where they called no penalties at all during the whole Super Bowl until the last 3 minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden it became penalty city, and it ended up
19, serving 4.
deciding who was going to win based off penalties.
Point.
It's like you call the game one way all the way until the very end, then you change.
20, serving 4.
Here it is. Game point serves 4.
Point game.
First game going to Katrina Casey and Fiona Tolley, 21-4 here at the Multnomah Athletic Club in Portland, Oregon at the USHA 4-Wall Nationals. This is the women's finals of the open doubles. We mentioned earlier that this was the first time Katrina and Fiona were playing doubles together. Well, that's not the case for the Tucson twosome. They play together a lot and socialize as well, so they should be able to beat the current high score of 2 correct answers, right? Well, let's find out in the game that's been sweeping the nation. How well do you know your doubles partner?
It's a little game of how well do you know your doubles partner. We've got Ashley Muller and Michaela Esser with us today to take each other on this. I think you guys can get 2 out of 6 right,
suspenseful.
Now you know what it is.
I should know what it is.
So you've seen it
know.
together, I think is what she's saying.
Well, I should know what this is. You probably let me borrow it before. I'm totally blanking.
Take a guess. Any guess?
Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know.
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I knew it. I could not think of what it was called.
I've never
It's a
even
great
heard of that movie.
Yeah, I didn't know it until I
It's a Western spoof. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Awesome.
Everyone should watch it.
Second question, what is Ashley's biggest pet peeve?
Okay, I didn't even know this for myself, so good luck.
I would say
Does it have anything to do with handball?
No,
Kids?
not really.
Husbands?
Sometimes.
okay, people being annoying.
That's close. Rude people.
I'll give that to you. I will give that to you. Okay, last question, who is Ashley's favorite handball player?
Michaela Esser. I'm just kidding.
That was an interesting reaction.
I know, it was. Can I ask, like, is it a female or a male? Can I at least know that hint? Or
Sure.
Female or male?
Male.
Okay. Shorty Ruiz.
Yeah, obvious.
All right, we've got two. All right, let's turn this thing around. Ashley, Michaela's favorite movie is?
The Notebook.
I almost put that, but I said I don't really have a favorite movie, but
Supposed to guess that.
Star Wars or Harry Potter marathon.
Okay.
How did I guess that ever?
I don't know. Star Wars or
Just
Harry
write The
Potter.
Notebook. That's not
Need for you guys to pick her. No pickery during this game. Okay, next question. Pet peeve. What's her biggest pet peeve?
Is it handball related?
I kind of put one for this week and normal.
People being late?
I said losers not coming to ref the next match.
That's a good one. I like your other one too.
When people don't say thank you after doing something nice.
Those are good ones. I like that. Okay, and last is her favorite handball player is, drum roll please,
Sam Esser.
Well, I said Killing Carol, but I should probably say Sam Esser. I did actually.
I hope you don't get in trouble.
I probably
Send me up
will.
the Sam Esser.
2 out of 6, ladies, is not bad. Good luck on the court.
That's actually hilarious. The funny part is, now that we're just getting underway, and the first point here going to Katrina Casey and Fiona, but funny part is Michaela giving multiple answers on every question. She's supposed to give one answer, and she gave 2 at least.
Serving
Makes
one.
it kind of hard to guess. I think she's misunderstood the point of the game.
When someone says, what's your favorite movie, and you say a Harry Potter or Star Wars marathon, I mean, you're kind of like, between the two, you have like 9 films that it could possibly be. 2 answers, 9 possible solutions.
0 serving
I have
one.
to admit, her answer resonates with me as someone who's run a lot of tournaments. People showing up late and
Yeah.
people not coming to ref are
One
big
serving one.
Well, she's been running the tournament desk here this weekend, so I think her pet
Did that
peeve
hit
is
you,
current.
Michaela? Okay, thank you.
But also,
Certainly the pet peeve for this week.
One screen.
her husband is Sam Esser, who's in the finals of the men's open doubles. And when asked who her favorite handball player is, she said Killian Carroll, but I probably should say Sam Esser. Now, that is actually funny.
It is.
It's hilarious.
It's better than the point.
It's better than the Star Wars Harry Potter marathon answer, which was pretty funny in its own way.
Tie it out.
My pet peeve is when people give multiple answers to one
serving
question.
one.
Nice serve.
2 serving one. Point.
I still think we should do the how well do you know your broadcast partner?
3 serving one.
How well do you know your camera operator?
Did that hit you in the fly? I couldn't see it. Short. 1 shorts. Second
Because
serve.
everybody knows that Linda loves kale. She eats it like cereal at 2 a.m.
4 serving 1. Again.
Ashley hit Katrina right in the bun.
4 serving 1.
Her hair had to be readjusted there.
Point. 5 serving 1.
Maybe that's not a bun. Maybe it's just a pony. Maybe I think it's a pony. That's right.
Point.
That's a tough shot that hung up on the wall just about 2 feet from
6
the back
serving
wall.
1.
Shay's favorite food is tofu. I'm still on this, by the way. Ooh, so Katrina got Ashley back. And now they're chatting about that.
I would say that's the, I don't
6 serving 1.
I don't get even, I get ahead.
Right. Mine's going to hurt harder.
Oh, nice little dump shot.
A cute little underhand paddle kill roll
7
out there.
serving 1. Hand out. 7 serving 1.
Although if we're going off just this weekend, Shay's favorite food is donuts and bagels with a bunch of peanut butter sprinkled all over the top.
Excuse me, point.
If you consider free beer a food, then that would be his favorite.
8 serving 1.
I'm not sure what the rules would be on that.
I don't know, there's a very large box over there with not a lot of oatmeal cream pies left.
I should rename this game, Who's Paying Too Much Attention to What Your Camera Operator Eats?
1 serving 8.
Who's paying a little too much attention to your camera operator?
Hand out.
Kara's favorite food is 4 cups of coffee for breakfast, 2 cups for lunch,
Short.
and 6 cups for dinner.
Second serve.
And I'm not talking decaf.
Tie it out. Eight serving 1.
So nice.
Point.
She just snaps her wrist into that corner.
9 serving 1.
Gets a point, 9-1.
Yeah, Katrina really doesn't have a weak hand.
Nope.
Just has 2 strong hands.
She hits it just as hard with her left as she does with the right. She just has more practice with the right. See how they rotate there, Steve? Now Fiona's on the left. Now she's back to the right.
Both slowly drift without having to say a word to each other.
Nope.
Point.
If you're taught to play the game the right way, you don't even need
11
to
serving 1.
communicate about how you're going to play.
Point.
Yeah, Fiona wasn't even looking at Katrina and was still drifting over to the right side as Katrina drifted to the left.
These sort of accidents that you see here of players playing with each other sort of like out of the blue are what create lifelong national champions.
12 serving 1.
We've seen it before where players play for the first time, maybe just on an accident, and they say, hey, I like the way we play together, and they stay together. And there's a side out.
Side out.
I think you'll always see Ashley and Michaela together.
1 serving 12.
And because of the way some of the rules are in Ireland, Katrina will go back to her normal partner, which I believe is Ashley and O'Keefe.
1 screen.
But and an event like this, where her partner doesn't travel, it might just become Fiona, because they look great together.
Second serve. Second serve. Hand out. 1 serving 12. Side out. Serving 1. Short. Second serve. And out. Serving 1. Side out.
It's a rare 2 and out for the Irish team.
Serving 12. Serving 12. Short. Second serve. Hand out. Two serving 12. Side out.
Men's Open doubles starts in 20 minutes from now on the same show court.
12, serving 2.
Martin Mulkerns and Diarmid Nash going up against Sam Esser and Max Lane-Mack.
Hand out.
Half out. Fiona Tolley serving here in game number 2 after winning the first one 21-4. It's 12-2. Look at that cover. Katrina playing the right side, covers the deep behind. And now Katrina's going to probably stay on the left. Nope, she rotates back. But see how far back Katrina's playing?
Yeah, it's almost like the I formation you were talking about earlier. I think Fiona just kind of got stuck there.
2, serving 12.
Well, Katrina's the floor general, so you can hear her calling off Fiona. She had the better angle. Plus, Katrina's left is so good that it's her stepping over with her left in the deep court, even if she's on the right side, is still probably the best shot of anybody on the court.
And out. Two, serving 12.
love it. Love that rotation right there.
Point.
There's a point for Esser and Moeller.
The rare hand error by
3,
Katrina
serving
Casey.
12.
Watch this rotation. See Fiona go to the left. Clears the right path for Katrina. So smart. That's going to be tough.
Kayla's covering a lot of court on this rally.
Got it out.
And a timeout being called from Ashley Moeller here as we take a look at Katrina Casey during this break.
Score is 12, serving 3.
5'3", Dublin, Ireland, her home court. New York Athletic Club sponsored athlete. Her highest ranking, well, that's number 1. And has been since, what, 2014, I think? 2014, she's been number 1. That's pretty dominant. 73-2 WPH record. That doesn't count all the wins in the World Championships and the National Championships, unless they were part of the tour. Her best shot is every shot. Strengths, ability, her speed, her power, her two-handed offense. You've seen it all from her. She likes Roger Federer as her favorite athlete. It's kind of a familiar theme amongst these handball players, respecting the
I've seen
the
that
tennis.
a couple of times, yeah.
All-Ireland Senior Championship, World Champion, Race for 8 Players Champion, National Champion multiple times. She's a 4th grade school teacher. Fiona is also a school teacher. I think she does high school. She looks like she's in high school. It's one of those rare things where the parent-teacher conference, a parent comes in and says, "Where's the teacher?"
I have a friend that's a professor in college that looks very young, and she had a student one time tell her, "You better get off the podium before the professor gets here."
I am the professor.
And out.
Fiona seems to like to serve the ball down the right wall. She's going to go with something a little different here. She might be going to the left. Before she was hitting everything to Ashley. Here she's going to swing it around to Michaela.
Point. 13.
Even if Michaela's able to get that to the front wall,
Short.
it's not the greatest shot with both Fiona and Katrina right in front of her. Fiona and Katrina do play completely different when they play the right side. They both have different styles. Katrina likes to play back, and it becomes more of the I formation, whereas Fiona plays the traditional right side. That's a good shot right there from Ashley Moeller, and a point for Michaela Esser.
4, serving 13. Check it. One screen. Short.
I think that's the second time that Ashley's been hit there. I think that actually protects them from a potential setup.
Hand out. serving 13. Tied out. 13 serving 4.
You know, I don't know what you listen to or if you ever did listen to music before you got into the court. Like a lot of these players, when they're warming up, they're listening to tunes and getting into a zone. It seems like it's more of a new age thing for some of these athletes, Steve. But Martin Mulkern's told me his pre-match listening music is Luke Bryan.
Not familiar with the artist.
That's down ball.
Good.
Point.
It's kind of
16 serving 4.
It's kind of where I was going with that. That's the response I wanted to hear.
Hand out.
Martin has his headset on and he's getting ready to go onto the court. Stepped up to the broadcast booth and pulled his headset off of his earpiece, and said to me, Luke Bryan. That's all he had to say. So Martin's listening to a little country music. As we know, Martin Mulkerns is a farmer.
Point.
Number 5 for Esser.
5 serving 16.
And Moeller, 5-16. I think we should do a segment with Kara that's called Only in Handball, where
5 serving 16.
you ask the player, only in handball what? Just can't wait for the responses for that one. Only in handball, you could be driving down the road and said, well, you know what? I think I'll go in and say hi to Dave and watch a little handball, and find yourself in the booth for 14 straight hours doing a live broadcast at a national championship when you've never done it before. Only in handball, right, Steve?
Only in handball.
My normal broadcast partner, Dave Fink, would have 100 comedic answers to that question that would all be exactly spot on.
Sorry to disappoint, Dave.
16 serving 6.
98 of them I could not actually say live on the air, even though they'd all be true.
Hand out. Serving 6.
Fiona knew that was a bad serve when she served it. Did you see her face after she served that ball?
I did not.
She had a wince, like, oh no.
Short.
Our referee doing a really good job here. Vince San Angelo from Tucson, Arizona.
I think you said it a little bit earlier. It's always nice when the ref just kind of disappears.
Green play.
Thanks, but I'll take that.
6 serving 16.
up some points here.
7, serving 16. Point.
8-16. Nice showing
8, serving 16.
here in game number 2. Michaela's putting on some pretty good serves here.
Short. Second serve.
You know, we're talking about Katrina Casey and Fiona not really communicating a lot because they've never played doubles together, but they certainly talk about what shirt to wear before the match. They had at least that much communication. So maybe they are talking a little bit more than we know.
Wearing matching jerseys yesterday, matching jerseys again today.
Died out. Serving 8.
I think Michaela wanted that one.
Oh, this is a big setup. I like that ball.
Hinder ball. In the ball.
I think Ashley wanted to take that one out of the air and catch Fiona behind her.
Serving 8. Screen ball. Sorry. Front foot. Football. Second serve.
How good that ball is.
Yeah, Michaela was wise to take that serve out of the air. It would have just dropped into the corner.
Ooh, that's a nice shot from Ashley. Handcuffs Katrina, and we have a half out. Moeller and Esser are not going away. They've become
16, serving 8.
quite difficult to get out. And a little poke there from Ashley Moeller gets a side out, and Michaela back in serving here.
8, serving 16.
I mean, I think if you told Michaela Esser and Ashley Moeller that you're going to be on the court
Point.
for at least 1 hour playing your doubles match, do you take it? And they would have to say yes.
9, serving 16.
I mean, you'd say, yeah.
Point.
And 2 straight points here, now at 10-16. They're getting close to that 1 hour mark.
10, serving 16. Point.
3 straight points plus a side out. No timeout called from Team Ireland.
11, serving 16.
Now 11-16.
And out.
The strange thing was that was one of the best serves that Michaela had on the whole match, and Katrina just put it away. That was a mishit.
You can tell by the way that Katrina rolls her head back.
Serving 11.
That wasn't exactly what she wanted to hit, but effective nonetheless.
Point.
17-11 here in game number 2.
Point.
18-11 now.
18, serving 11.
We've only seen one timeout in this match.
second serve. Point.
I think Katrina just got fed up with that run and
Yeah.
decided to come in and
19 serving 11.
She heard me calling the 1 hour mark and said, well, I'm going to keep it at 56 minutes.
Point.
Here we are. This is match point now.
20 serving 11.
Going for 5 straight unanswered points to win it. There it is. Championship going to Katrina Casey and Fiona Tolley. They win the first one 21-4, take down game number 2 21-16, and they win the national championship title here in Portland, Oregon at the Multnomah Athletic Club. Another national trophy for Katrina Casey with her doubles partner here, Fiona Tolley. Let's go to Kara Mack, who's on the court.
First time playing together, not too bad, taking home the national title here. What was that strategy going, and how did you guys manage to communicate so well?
I suppose because we've played doubles before, so we kind of knew how it worked. And like Katrina usually plays on the left, so I just had to try to figure out how to play on the right. So it was fine. It worked out well in the end. So yeah.
Definitely worked out in the end. What did you learn about Fiona out here on the court as a doubles partner?
No, she definitely has good communication skills. Like, it's so important to call. I don't think we got mixed up on too many calls, to be fair. Yeah, so not bad, in fairness. That happens to even players that are really experienced playing together. So no, it was a pleasure to play with Fiona, and it's great to get the win. So it'll make the journey home a bit shorter, I think.
Sure, and I've asked this before of players as far as how they feel about doubles versus singles. I'm sure it depends on the partner, but the pressure, or more so it's a more laid back feel?
Yeah, I suppose when I was playing Katrina, I was like, oh well, you have to play good. Like, she beat me in the final and stuff, but she made it a lot easier. She was really good to play with and everything. Her communication all was so nice. So yeah, it was good to play with her.
Any last words, taking home 2 national titles?
Well, we better say Happy Father's Day to those at home, and yeah, thanks to everyone, and thanks to WPH for the stream, because I know they love watching it at home as well, so it's brilliant. So yeah, hopefully it won't be the last time we play together, so it's good fun, so thanks very much.
We all love watching you two together, so hopefully not the last time.
I should say as well that like Ashley and Michaela did play really well, especially in the second game. I think we kind of played their game more than, they were dictating it a bit more, like we were playing the roof a lot and stuff, and they're very strong at that game, but we did it enough in the end anyway.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. There they are, the champions, Katrina Casey and Fiona Tolley, stepping off the court, making way for the men's final between Sam Esser and Max Lane Mack, going up against Martin Mulkearns and Dermot Nash. That'll be up in 10 minutes or so. We're going to take a break. For Steve Soto, the secretary, my name is Dave Vincent. We'll be around here just hanging out, waiting for the next match to get on. It'll be the final one of the weekend here at the USHA 4-Wall National Handball Championships, number 71, Multnomah Athletic Club. Stick around. We'll have more action next here on YouTube Live, courtesy of the World Players of Handball. champions will rise this weekend at the 71st USHA Four-Wall National Championships. Back to the Multnomah Athletic Club in Portland, Oregon. This is the final match of the tournament. It's the men's open doubles. Max Lane-Mack and Sam Esser going up against Martin Mulkerns and Dermot Nash. The Multnomah Athletic Club has a long and storied history of hosting top handball events, with some of the greats of the game having their names engraved on the prestigious trophies kept behind glass at the club. Some of the names we might even recognize. Some of these players, the best that the state has seen. And oh, there he is, Jeff Kastner. Ryan Grossenbacher right before him, 2005, 2006. Oh, wait, who's this? What? 1997? Won the state championship in 97. I was thinking for a long time it was 96. As we have the opening rally here.
Point.
I can remember that 1997 tournament. Facing Ryan Grossenbacher in the final. Defeated him in a tiebreaker. Before that, it was Troy Peterson, Troy Boy.
Serve 0.
Defeating him in the semifinals. My opening round was against Kurt Heidi. Defeating him in a tiebreaker in the opening round of that championship. Jeff Kastner won twice in a row.
Is that the only thing you remember about 97?
0. Serves
I remember
1.
3 other things that happened that year.
Check the ball.
I'll tell you how much I don't remember. I actually thought it was 96 that I won. So in 97, I was 26 years old. Started playing handball at 20 in Klamath Falls, Oregon.
0. Serves 1. Screen ball.
Oh, that was a late call. A referee, Michael Fabian from Moses Lake.
0. Serves 1. Check the ball.
When I was a kid in this state, I grew up idolizing our referee, in fact.
0. Serves 1.
He was a top player in Washington, the state of Washington, and then left the game for about 18, 20 years, just making a comeback.
1. Serves 1.
Nice shot right there of Sam Esser, left-handed kill, left corner.
2. Serves 1.
See that Max has a fan.
His biggest and his littlest fan.
2. Serves 1.
Saw Max and Sam both signing autographs as they stepped into the court here.
Point.
Now we're at 3-1.
3. Serves 1.
It was fairly quiet in here. Not a lot of action in the show court, and now the place is becoming packed again. Just a brilliant shot right there. Now 4-1 here in game 1.
4. Serves 1. 4. Serves 1.
close.
Check the ball.
I think the ref is going to allow that to be played over.
4 serves 1.
Don't know what your thoughts are on that, Steve, but from this angle, I could probably say it wasn't going to make it, but it could have had the right spin off that side wall.
It's also the second time he's been hit in this match.
Five serves 1.
Right now, Team America playing flawless. Smart play there from Sam Esser. 6-1, game number 1, going to 21. Men's Open doubles final.
1.
Last match of the day, bringing out all of the faces into the gallery here. First pro stop I ever went to as a youngster was at this facility. And that was back when the show court was on and embedded inside the parking garage. You remember that, Steve? Were you ever here when you saw that?
I don't think I was.
Max Lanemack going with the overhand tomahawk. Point number 7. And a timeout being called on the floor here.
First timeout.
Yesterday we showed you some of the video of Max Lanemack playing hockey here in Portland before his first match. You remember that? We played it multiple times, so of course you saw that. There's Max.
Yes.
Well, in the spirit of journalistic integrity, we wanted to show you the whole clip. There's Max skating backwards. And, oh, you look great going backwards for a while, but what we didn't show you yesterday was what happened was
I think there might have been a little stick under his skate.
he got tripped up there. I mean, you trip and fall like that wearing an Avalanche jersey after the way they've played in the Stanley Cup finals. You almost have to change that jersey. In fairness, though, he did that clip before last night's game. We told Max we wouldn't air that, and therefore we aired it.
1.
You know.
All right, let's see what this timeout did for Team Ireland here.
Do it again. Stop.
Not a quick call from Moses Lake.
7 serves 1.
Sam continues his flawless streak here.
8 serves 1. Side out. 1 serves 8. Serves 8. 2. Football.
Ooh.
Front foot.
I was watching that front foot. I thought that he touched the line with it, but didn't go over it.
Foot fault.
Foot fault happened before the short.
Point. Out. Oh, towel.
The tally on the screen shows 9-1, and there it's updated to 9-2.
You know, when we're uncertain, we just toggle back and forth. We go 1-2, 1-2, just kind of hoping that if you do know officially at home, that you just happen to look at the right time.
Resume play. 9 serves 2.
See, that was more of a foot fault than the actual foot fault that was called earlier.
9 serves 2.
I just don't like that foot fault call. You go to these big tournaments and it almost seems like the foot fault call is the reason for the tournament. I mean, you go to these other smaller tournaments, no one calls them, but you go to these bigger ones and that's like a main focus.
Yeah, plus with the really tall players, it's hard to take one step in the box.
I'd rather see like an electronic signal on that foot fault. I'd hate to see clubs put time and effort and money into it, but I don't think a referee can see from back where he's at whether it's a foot fault. That ball hit Max on the way.
Hit him.
Now it's a short ball.
Second. Side out. 2 serves 9. Check the ball. 2 serves 9.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Point.
Martin just popped that ball right off the front wall, smashes into the sidewall. Everything was about 1 inch high.
3 serves 9.
That's a pretty good spot. That's a good shot right there for Max. Yeah, he's got this huge wingspan.
4 serves 9.
And when he takes a shot like that, he's taking up about a 10-foot space in his backswing, his full swing, follow through.
4 serves 9. Point.
What a great serve that is. I'm kind of surprised by this flipping of sides here. I really thought that in that first initial run with Sam Esser playing the left, and now they've switched. Max is over on the left side.
Do it again.
Sam thought that Martin was going to take that ball, so he kind of
serves 9.
got a little too close to Dearman. 5-9.
Half out. Five serves 9. Side out. Nine serves 5.
Happy Father's Day, Steve.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you too.
Thank you.
Nine serves 5.
People at home that are listening that know that I'm actually not a father, but they do recognize that Dave Fink is like a child of mine. So they give me these Happy Father Day wishes, which I gladly accept. Dave Fink at home watching this live broadcast says that you, Steve, are his favorite person and that he missed the tournament, but if he knew you'd be here, he would have made it.
Serves 5.
And he's not joking, which means that most of the time when he talks, he actually is joking. So now we've learned something.
Well, likewise, Mr. Fink, I'm my favorite person too.
Thank you. Point.
Well played.
12 serves 5.
And the USA chants start again.
13 serves 5. Check the ball, please. 13 serves 5.
I think Sam's favorite target is the right corner. His second favorite target is Max's feet on the serve.
How well do you know your doubles partner? What's his favorite shot? It's serving the ball into Max's legs. That's a pretty big lead here for Team USA. 14-5, Sam Esser and Max Lanemack. They had a little brief stint there where Max played the left. I know that Sam plays it when he's serving, and perhaps they were always like that, but it didn't seem like Max was playing the left on return of serve. Maybe because they were in the server's box so much I didn't notice it.
14 serves 5.
Yeah, he's certainly on fire. He's going to be effective of whichever side he plays.
Side out.
Boy, I'd give anything to be able to set up for a ball like that.
5 serves 14.
Or to hit it like that.
Point.
I can only have one.
6 serves 14. Point. 7 serves 14.
Look at that ball.
Half out.
You have to have a lot of power to make the ball fade out like that in the deep court with an offhand.
7.
Max is able to straighten it out, and it just dies. Double bounces back there.
Point.
That one skips in.
8 serves 14. Point.
That's a tough one to take off the glass.
9 serves 14. Point. 10 serves 14. Contact, do it again.
Score is 10-14 here in game number 1. We're going to 21.
10 serves 14.
Now Team Ireland getting some points here.
Yeah, they definitely got a little bit more snap in the ball in the second
11
part of this
serves
game.
14.
Kind of picking on Max and that side left wall here. Now he's making some mistakes, and a timeout being called by Sam Esser. As we take a look at
Timeout. First timeout.
Diarmuid Nash. He's a number 3 seed coming into the tournament in the men's singles. He's our current national champion. 5'10", Dublin, Ireland, home court. You can see all of his stats here. Just by watching him and without looking at the bio, what is Diarmuid Nash's best shot?
I have to go with the get artist. He's not doing as many gets today, but he had some incredible gets yesterday in the finals.
His side-to-side movement's pretty good. I like his little underhand paddle shots. His up front kind of redirect your power. His fly kill is amazing, though. Biggest win happened probably yesterday, although he is the All-Ireland senior champion and the current national champion. And he's serving the ball right here with a nice little comeback against Max and Sam in game number 1.
Clawing their way back.
I think they were down 6-14, and now it's 12-14. Maybe it was 8-14. Nonetheless, it's at least a 4-point run plus a side out. And after the timeout, Sam Esser playing the left side, and Sam puts the hammer down. I think that's a smart move, putting Sam over there on the left.
Serves 12. Point.
Everybody in the building knew that Max was going to go for that shot.
15 serves 12.
He still went for it, though.
The
referee gave it to him, Steve. I mean, yeah, it was maybe some contact, a screen, hinder, whatever you want, but that was well after Martin hit that shot.
Yeah,
if that ball rolls out, no one's going to be complaining about it. You have to call that early, I think.
Yes. We like to say, if you take the shot, you take the result.
Yeah, Martin had a full-on swing on that. If that ball would have rolled out, Martin would not have turned back and lobbied for that screen. Although Martin is such a good guy that maybe he would have, to be honest. He might have just said no. I really don't like quick calls from the ref, but on certain shots like that, you have to do it. That's a good shot. As soon as Ireland makes a nice little run, America comes back a couple points.
12.
Look at that get from Max. Stays on the ground, doesn't lift. Martin is looking over at us in the broadcast booth.
And the referee
Diarmid's looking at the ref. And the ref is now calling a replay.
Yep.
I want to see that replay again. I know it just happened, and I was looking at the court.
I think Dermot was looking up for a replay before he finished his roll.
I can tell you in slow motion.
I didn't ask who was, are you Nash or is he Nash? He's Nash.
Oh. That's a bad sign when the referee doesn't know two of the top 3 best players in the world. Now here's Max diving in. I mean, I don't think the ball was gettable. Nash had to go around, make a slight deviation so he wouldn't hit Max, but he was still a good 3 feet from that ball.
Yeah.
Plus, Max's legs in the air is like 2 fence posts.
That's a good point. They are going to play this over. Look at how far away this ball is. I know it's a bad perspective. Nash, look, the ball's... Boy, yeah.
I think he just didn't get the swing he wanted. The swing was right through Max's upper body.
That's a close one. They're going to replay it.
The referee sent out Nash for a shirt change.
Oh, that's the best replay right there. See how far away that ball was in front of Nash? I'm going out on a limb, and I'm saying no hinder on that. Ungettable. This is the USHA 4-Wall National Handball Championships number 71, Portland, Oregon at the Multnomah Athletic Club. Men's open doubles final. Referee makes the players change their shirts. Diarmid Nash took his shirt off and he had no sweat on it. I mean, zero.
Score is 17, serves 12. Short. Second serve. Point. 18, serves 12.
Oh, and another point there for Esser and Lane Mack, now at 19-12. That was a cool little poach right there from Sam.
19, serves 12. Half out.
Max was right on that first strike. Let's see how many times Sam hits Max on this service. What's the over and under?
Well, he missed him on the first try.
There'll be more tries.
Game point, serves 12.
There it is.
It's close, but looks like it did hit his foot first.
This is game point.
Side out. Serve 20. Point.
13-12, game one.
13 serves 20.
I said 13-12. I meant 13-20. Referee keeping me on track. Never thought I'd say that.
Half out.
It's a perfect pass shot.
13 serves 20.
It has to be for a get artist like Nash.
Point.
Like Sam smacked his elbow into that side wall. Not the greatest feeling in there. Here's a replay. Both Sam and Max were on top of that. I think Max actually had a better chance of getting to it. Max started his pre-dive about 17 feet back.
That was 2 steps.
Let's resume play. The score is 14 serves 20. Point.
15-20.
15 serves 20.
Ooh, that one popped out straight for Max.
Well, that was a little
For
tricky.
Sam, made it a little bit trickier to hit.
That's one of those that if you go back and take a few steps back, you could easily get fooled and that ball could pop way out. I thought Sam played it pretty good. Kind of in between 2 impossible shots, and right now he's having
Timeout.
tons of
Second
struggles. Sam Esser calling a timeout. Speaking of Sam Esser, here he is, 5'10". Up close and personal Sam Esser here. Recently married to Michaela Esser, works at the USHA as a development director. He has 2 great hands, his speed's good, consistency, mental toughness. He's the number 4 seed. I believe he's ranked number 5 on the Pro Tour. He lives in Tucson, Arizona now. Tucson Racket and Fitness Club. He's a fan favorite down at the facility. Everybody loves Sam. He has this really good left hand, but as I say that, it's really kind of collapsed here in the last 5 shots. But that's more to do with how dark and crazy this back wall is, and the side deep, left hand side wall deep. Max having all types of fits back here.
I think with Nash and Mulcairns just stepping it up a little bit and hitting a little bit harder, it makes it every ball has a little bit more on it in the corners, in the dark corners, in the glass.
They call a timeout and they come back, and now Max is on the left. This is what I mean, really, I don't see this often, but we're only in one game, and Max and Sam have switched sides 4 times. This is number 4 here. It's not something you normally see unless you've lost a game. You're maybe losing really bad in game number 2, and you might see a lot of switching, but 4 times in a game that you're winning.
Well, sometimes that's how quickly individual momentum can change.
I think it's smart in the sense that some players are stubborn and they get intimidated by that wall and they won't say anything. They just keep writing out the insanity. Here they flip it around. Max wasn't doing good earlier with it. Surprised that wasn't called over. Is what Martin and Nash have now. Find themselves against game point.
Resume play.
And 2 shots at it.
Possible game point, serves 20. 17, excuse me.
Okay. That would have been it. That would have taken game number 1 if Max would have been an inch or 2 higher.
Possible game point, serves 17.
Max has to get this point here, Steve. There it is. Sam Esser and Max Lanemack get game number 1 with that crack serve on the right-hand side from Sam, defeating Mulkerns and Nash 21-17, and we'll have game 2 right around the corner. You know, Max and Sam have been friends most of their lives, and now that they're doubles partners in the national final, Kara grabbed a hold of them and wanted to find out how well they knew each other with our brand new nationwide sweeping game. How well do you know your doubles partner? There you go. We said it in unison. Here's how it went.
We're going to play a little game.
Avoidables?
Had nothing to do with handball. Now do you know?
No, still had no clue.
And it was Loud Chewers.
I feel like I'm on that list.
You're obviously not.
Loud Chewer, yeah. No, it's all good.
And last one was his favorite food.
You can get this one. I think you can get this one. Hold on. I feel like it's pizza, but that's not the right answer. That's your final answer? Wow. That one hurts, to be honest. I saw him eat that every day for like 3 years, so I still do. So. Okay, well,
Now you know.
change.
All right, let's see how well you know Max. Are you ready? His favorite shot.
I mean, I was just going to go kill shot in general. If I had to pick one, I'd say probably right corner kill shot.
I think it works. Yeah, it's the San Antonio spoiler.
Say we count it.
That counts. That's 2 for 6. Yeah.
What's the San Antonio spoiler?
So that's where, I mean, technically you're going to go like, you're off. Right hand would go to the left corner, hit sidewall, front wall, or it'd be left hand to right, sidewall, front wall. So you're going like cross court.
Okay, there you have it. Okay, next one is his biggest pet peeve. Has to do with handball.
It does have to do with handball. Okay.
I don't think you're going to get this.
I'm going to say when the referee calls the ball short, but Max thinks it's good.
I thought he was going to have that. I thought he was going to have it.
Close. Well, it is a ref thing, but it's when Bill Mahilos called my foot thoughts.
I should have got that one. That's a good one.
And Max's favorite food.
I don't think we can get this.
It's probably something crazy and way out there. I'll say beignets because it's French.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's actually sesame chicken.
It's not very close,
We haven't been eating together enough, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
For best friends, you still have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Plenty, 10 more years.
Some good stuff there between Max Lane-Mack and Sam Esser, how well they knew each other, or know each other for that matter.
And if they have to celebrate today, it won't be Chick-fil-A. They'll have to get sesame chicken.
Sesame chicken. Does the MVP of the team get to pick what to eat?
Chick-fil-A's not open on Sundays.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just saying that Max seemed to play a little bit better there, but early it seemed like it was Sam. It was probably balanced a little bit. I was wondering who you thought the MVP was of game number 1.
I have to say it's Sam.
Okay. I saw more of those rollouts from Max there, but Sam hit some big shots. Certainly got that last one as we get ready for game number 2. Esser, Lane-Mack versus Mulkerns and Nash. The two doubles partners, Mulkerns and Nash, played in the finals of the men's singles yesterday, and it went to Dermot Nash in a tiebreaker, 11-9. And it really felt, I think, at least 85 to 90 or more % of the people in this audience thought that Martin was going to win it. It just had that feel to it. He seemed to be the better player, and then Nash took over and sort of dominated late, ended up winning, got all the momentum. This is the first youngster to ever get on the court to hit a ball with goggles on, with eyewear. Last match of the tournament, and then we say goodbye until the next one. We have an outdoor stop with the World Players of Handball sometime mid-July at Clark Park in Tucson, Arizona, with some pretty big money, about $8 grand on the line.
Bring your water bottles and your ice chests and your pop-up tents.
And a personal nurse if you have one, an IV bag. It gets pretty warm out there in the morning. In the morning time, they play their first match about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's already 90-something degrees. We're going to have kind of a split tournament where you play early in the day and then you come back after about a 6-hour layoff, come back in the afternoon and continue the tournament. I don't know if you've ever seen that or heard that before, Steve, but play until about 10. You can only go until about 10 because it's already 100 degrees.
I imagine that's the way construction goes there too. Split a shift.
Yep.
Start at 6 a.m. and work until 10. And
well, a lot of major construction starts at about 10 o'clock at night and they go until about 10 in the morning. Then they close down throughout the day. I saw the other day, and I look at this a lot, at 9 o'clock in the morning it was 100 degrees already at 9 o'clock. Actually, it was 8:30 and it was 90, and at 9 o'clock it was 100. But the staple has always been, can it hit 100 degrees by 10 a.m.? That's kind of been the staple.
well, here in Portland, it's 11:30 in the morning and it's warmed up to 58 degrees.
But you're still wearing shorts. That is, when I lived in Oregon, 58 was short weather. When I first moved to Tucson, I couldn't believe it. Some of the executive meetings and corporate meetings, they showed up in shorts and Tommy Bahama shirts, and I thought, this isn't really professional. And then it was like, no, you have to do this. You can't wear a suit and tie in this town. Home of the USHA Hall of Fame. Find out more about handball at ushandball.org. As we get ready for game number 2,
Max is going to be first to serve.
Here we go. Game 2.
Referee waiting on me, I guess, apparently, to give him the thumbs up. I don't normally look at the referee.
Short.
I think that ball started its bounce from outside the box.
That's tough. I don't know how Martin picked that ball up.
Yeah, that was tight to the back wall and the side wall.
Side out.
That first game
Zero,
lasted
serve, 0.
1 hour.
Short. Second serve. Half out. Zero, serve 0. Side out.
Big setup for Dermott and puts it in the floor. He's not happy with that.
0, serve 0. Half out. 0, serve 0.
Sam's first serve of the game, of course, into Max's foot. That'll be short.
His second serve also into
Second serve.
Max's foot. Max doesn't even move. He just says, you're going to have to adjust. I'm not going to. Crowd loves that. Behind the back shot, kill shot. Sam Esser, point, first one of game number 2. Sam
1, serve
has
0.
less points as a server than he has the ability to hit Max here. Trailing 1-2. And yes, that's an official stat. Wow, that's a tough shot.
Point. Two, serve 0.
This might be blasphemy.
And his MFR, his max foot ratio, is
3-1.
3-1. Maybe if it's the MFP, the max foot to point ratio.
The MFPR. I don't know if we're going to get to a point where we're starting to spell bad words or not, but seems like
3,
it.
serves 0. Side out.
I think Martin and Dermott play better when Martin's on the left.
3.
Yeah, I think
Short.
Martin is hitting his serves with a little bit more anger in this game.
I think everybody's worn out, especially the men's open finalists.
I certainly wouldn't have the energy to be angry.
And having a 1 hour first game doesn't make you happy. You find yourself
0,
down.
serves 3. Side out.
Yeah, I'd like to see Martin and Dermott switch here.
3, serve
Martin
0.
returning the serve.
Point. Four, serves 0.
Oh boy, Max is just great in that corner.
Max was fooled on that back wall shot. He had to make an adjustment, so he just planted that back leg and let that ball drop. He was off balance and he rolled it flat. Another point now for Max. Perfect left hand down that left wall. Now 6-0 and a timeout being called.
Timeout.
here in game number 2. Martin Mulkerns became a handball ambassador in 2017 when he traveled to Uganda and helped build a one-wall court in a village there. He has a master's degree in agriculture innovation, and he was there to set up a demonstration farm, but he also found a way to introduce handball to a community that would have not ever been exposed to it otherwise. You know, we all try to grow the game, but Martin certainly did his part back in 2017. He has a lot of international fans. He's a legend in Uganda, not just for handball, but also for helping up some of the locals there with their crops.
Dual-purpose trip.
All right, let's resume play. 5 serves 0.
Great shot there from Sam Esser.
Six serves 0.
Yeah, Sam looks as fresh on Sunday morning as he did on Thursday morning.
Point.
Max looks incredible. Max is rolling balls out as well.
0.
7-0 game number 2 after winning the first one 21-17.
Short.
Max Lane, Max serving.
Second serve. Check the ball.
That's got a smart.
Want to make sure that we thank Jeff Kastner.
7 serves 0.
Kastner Productions for
Short.
his work this weekend. He's been sort of a silent hero. This is a club that once sponsored him, may still do, but he knows the whole layout of the facility, and he really got everything to go. And that was a great shot from Max Lane, but he put everything together here and is doing a lot of experimenting with different camera angles and just making sure that we have
Short.
the full look of this court.
Second serve.
Made sure that we had all the fire regulations done the way that they needed to be with the facility, and were able to run wires. Jeff Kastner, behind the scenes, one of the original founders of the WPH.
Half out.
And there's the half out, 8-0. Sort of the same first start like the Americans had in game number 1
0.
when they were up pretty big. It's going to be tough.
Side out.
Might have been a screen there.
I mean,
wouldn't have been surprised to see it.
Max was completely fooled on that ball that was just coming across the middle of the court. I think he thought he was closer to his opponent.
Half out.
That was a beautiful shot.
Yeah,
Laser.
Sam made short work of that.
0 serves 8. Point.
I think Sam read the kill on that, and Dermott had a nice pass for their first point.
Well, he had a natural hook to it that popped it away from Sam, who was coming in. If he would have hit that straight, Sam would have got his hand on it.
Side out. 8 serves 1. Check the ball. You all right? 8 serves 1.
If this was Major League Baseball, there'd be a manager thrown out of the game.
Yeah, Max sticking 2 hits in a row.
Short. Second serve.
If this were Major League Baseball, Max would be playing for the Mets,
Half out.
since they seem to get hit more than any other team.
8 serves 1.
I said that for the two people at home that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm certainly not one of them.
Side out.
Not a very good showing there in that inning for Team America. Very similar to game number 1.
Serves 8.
They had the same score of 1-8 before they made a mini run in game 1, Ireland.
Good dig by Martin.
How did he get his hand under that?
Oh, those are always tough.
Point.
Dermott finds the bottom board.
2 serves 8. Point. 3 serves 8.
All right, despite some great rally there, despite some great gets by
4 serves
Esser and
8.
Langmack, Team Ireland is starting a run.
Point. 5 serves 8. Point.
Ooh, that one just rolls off the side wall.
6.
That's a tough one to see when you're in the right spot for it.
Oh, look at that shot. That was tough to get back. Max had to follow that all the way. Big setup for Langmack. Hits it 100 miles an hour. Martin digs it back out. Max down on his stomach.
Another great get by Sam.
Oh, are you serious? That's an avoidable hinder.
Yeah, definitely have to agree there. He just stood there.
I'm not sure where he would have
Score is
gone,
6,
but he
serves
would have to try at least, right?
First timeout.
That's the first time out for Langmack and Esser. Martin Mulkerns made it to the finals of the men's four-wall singles, and now he's in the finals of the doubles. 6 foot tall, Galway, Ireland. Moycolin is his home court. His highest ranking is number 5. It seems like it should be higher, but he has to play more. Back wall kill is his best shot. Power, strength, consistency. His favorite player is a hurler by the name of Joe Canning. His biggest win, 2018 All-Ireland Senior Championship. He also won the Players' Championship this year. That might be one of his biggest.
I missed that one in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, it was great. I wish you were there. I know Dave Fink wanted you there. You guys have a Salt Lake City history together. Where 1 year you became a nurse. Apparently we're not going to talk about it, but
well, Salt Lake City is a good place to get altitude sickness, and after a couple of tough first round matches, I think
Score is
Dave
7,
wasn't feeling too
serves
well.
8.
that's a nice shot.
Great
there
shot.
from Nash.
Point.
I can see where you can get altitude sickness
8 serves 8.
when you're playing at 998 feet higher than where you normally play.
Half out.
Or anywhere if you're Max Langmack.
True.
8 serves 8.
We're all together at 8. Like Team Ireland has woken up.
Point.
Referee put a mark on that scorecard, and he's going to say the score wrong here. So get ready for an 8-9 with Max and Sam stepping in. I actually watched him write it on the scorecard. So let's see what happens. If you hear 8-9,
9 serves 8.
see, it's a wrong score.
8 serves. That's right.
Told you.
Yeah, 8.
Good call.
Well, I was watching him write it down on the scorecard. I was like, no, that's a side out. You just put a mark on the scorecard.
Hold on a second.
It is kind of frustrating when you're a player and you...
All right.
One
now
little
we're caught
error
up on
is
the electronic
kind of
scoreboard.
caused
Let's resume play. 8
45
serves
seconds
8.
of dead air.
Check the ball.
There's times when you're on the court and you hit your opponent with the ball and you say sorry. You don't see any sorries from Max.
This is not one of those
Feel
games.
that?
I thought the ball was short, by the way.
These guys are appealing. I say it was good. Do you agree or disagree? You disagree. You disagree. Short ball.
It was called short.
Second serve.
I saw it down by about a half. There it is. It just went by about a half inch or an inch or so short.
Point.
And Max giving a stare down to the line judge there. In this case, ball does lie.
It was also interesting that Max was out of the box before the ball passed.
That's
Short.
bounced it out of the box and then became out of the box and then got out of the box.
Second serve. Half out. 9 serves 8. Short. Second serve. Side out. 8 serves 9.
That's going to be a bad bounce. Look at that dig.
Wow.
This is a fun rally. Broken ball.
Yep.
And that's the first one we've seen on this court.
Broken ball.
We've had tournaments where we had 4 broken balls in just the warm-ups. This is the first broken ball that we've seen in this show court here. And it happened during one of the best rallies.
Yeah, I was amazed Dermot and Marty didn't break any balls yesterday in their finals match.
Resuming play, 8 serves 9. Half out. Eight serves 9. Side out.
Sam just dribbles that into the front left corner.
9
It's a
serves
favorite shot
8.
of his.
Short ball. Second serve. Appeal? He's appealing that it was a short serve. You agree with me? You agree with me. Short, second serve. Point.
That's a good pass shot. Do you agree with him?
That it was a short serve?
No.
10 serves 8.
Yeah, it was a great
I just
pass.
think it sounded funny through the earphones. Do you agree with me? You agree with me? He wasn't saying that to the actual line judges. He was just talking to the crowd.
Called it good. They're calling it. It's a short serve. Second serve.
Poor Max, he was over there. He was backing up Sam.
Yep.
And you even saw Max have a backswing. He was like ready to hit that ball. And then he
10
migrates back to the middle, and the ball goes right where he was standing.
Point.
That was a nice pass.
Plastered down the left wall from Sam. 11-8.
11 serves 8. Point.
Thought we'd see a timeout from Ireland, but it's not happening. 12-8.
12 serves 8. Serves 8. Point.
13-8 now.
13 serves 8.
This is a nice quick run. Big setup for Martin, who's going to just plaster this.
Passes everybody on the court.
Side out.
Sam caught up to it, but was unable to get his hand on it flush enough to get it back to the front wall. Here's a replay. Watch Sam. He gets
8
there.
Serves 13.
He's going for a wraparound, which is almost the only thing you can do with that shot.
Point.
I played doubles against Martin
9
Mulkerns in a
serves
Pro-Am
13.
doubles money tournament one time. And he hits the ball so hard that normally I like to play like really close up front and had to
9
scoot back about 20 feet.
13. Point.
10-13.
10 serves 13.
Yeah, we're going to play again.
Oh, that ball does not make it back to the front wall. Another point now for Ireland, 11-13. First game going to Esser and Langmack, 21-17. Momentum has completely changed now, back in favor of Ireland.
See who the first to make a mistake is here.
Max hit that one a little off. Now they're going low again. Max gets the half out. You always like to see who's going to go low first. It'll stay up there for a while.
11 serves 13.
Then they start with a grounded pound. 12-13.
12 serves 13. Point. 13 serves 13.
Nice pass by Max Langmack. Just glues that ball to the left wall.
It almost seemed like it picked up speed after hitting the side wall, and it didn't slide.
Half out.
That's a nice shot.
13 serves 13.
Approaching the hour and a half time on this match. That's where power gets you. Even though these guys are all crushing the ball, Sam puts a little extra MPH on that.
14
and it just handcuffs
13.
Dearmid. 14-13. Big setup.
Didn't see it?
What does that mean? They can play anybody. The best.
13 serves 14.
Altogether at 14.
14 serves 14.
So quick, kill it and get it.
Check the ball.
That's a good catch.
Get him run.
14 serves 14. Point. 15 serves 14.
Another hand error for Max.
Timeout.
And a timeout called from Sam Esser.
Second timeout.
Yeah, Max had to contort himself to avoid getting hit, and I think he couldn't get back into position quick enough because the ball came back so fast at him.
Let's take a look at Max Lane Mack. Here he is, 6'8", Kansas City, Missouri. The JCC is what he calls his home court. His highest ranking is number 10. That's the current ranking. Right-handed kill, power, hustle, two good hands. He's a good artist. We've been seeing a lot of flat rollouts from him, but lately, in the last 5 rallies or so, we've seen some hand errors.
I've seen a lot of tennis players on the favorite athlete list.
We have LaGrange 3-wall, 2021, biggest win. That's Max Lane Mack. Max's favorite athlete, Sergey Fedorov, who is on the Detroit Red Wings, I believe, in hockey. And I'm not quite sure because I don't follow hockey, but might have been traded, but I believe that's his team. Somebody can text me and tell me that I'm completely off. But it does make sense. Even though he was wearing the Colorado Avalanche jersey earlier, front runner.
Resuming play. The score is 16 serves 14.
Now 17-14.
17 serves 14.
It's pretty good.
Point. Serves 14. Point.
18-14. 19 to 14.
14.
That was a pretty good year. A couple years after the Titanic went down.
My call is it was
Bad
good.
year. Still a bad year if you were on the ship.
Still a bad year.
You agree with me?
Home run Baker hit 9 home runs that year.
Okay. Short ball. Second serve.
Wow, referee didn't call anything over.
Double hinder.
Martin almost took Max's head off. Referee just let him play through it.
Sam screened it on the way there, and Max screened it on the way back.
I guess as a player, though, you have both of your opponents on the ground. The referee just sort of like, hey, I mean,
it's the best opportunity to.
You're going to get a free point. All you have to do is just hit the front wall and let it go down the wall.
The score is 20. Possible game point serves 14.
This one's going to go to a breaker, Steve.
Skip as well.
It slid on the ground, not on the front wall. I think it hit that logo.
20 serves 14.
And that's right where those two guys dove for the ball, too.
Good dig by Nash.
Half out.
Game point once again. Guillermo Nash serving.
Possible game point, serves 14.
If they get the point here, they'll also be serving first in the tiebreaker. And that's going to be put on hold.
Max says in a minute.
14 serves 20. Half out. 14 serves 20.
Now 15 to 20. 2 points away from at least a coin flip for the breaker first serve. If it goes that far.
Serves 20.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? That was a great shot. Dermot dives in and hits a 1-inch high, and then he tells Martin, don't go for this ball. I'm going to go get it.
Game point, serves.
Trying to make sure that Martin stays
15.
fresh. And there it is. This is going to go to a tiebreaker. As we will look down into the gallery and talk with Kara Mack, who is courtside with one of our favorites. Kara?
Truly, you always got to talk to Abraham Muncio at some point during the tournament, bringing him in here. Seeing this finals, you see Ireland down, what was it, 8-0 or something like that, and really turn it on.
Yeah, they're steady, they're strong players. I think they're hurting from yesterday. They're definitely hurting. And I think Max and Sam took advantage of that in the first game. Max was hot. I think he carried the team to that first game win. And the second game, you saw them get a little neutralized. I think the Irish team is starting to pick up the tempo. They're starting to execute a couple more shots, but it's a drag-out match. It's fun to watch.
You know, as a handball player, you're watching the doubles versus the singles, and you notice more errors happening as far as errors that you wouldn't see if these guys are out there in a singles match, I feel like sometimes. Is that because of the doubles dynamic? People are in their way, that sort of stuff?
Maybe a little bit. I think it's more so like it is Sunday. It's been a long week, so I think the players are going to make some errors because they're just fatigued. They're just a little tired. So it's expected. But that being said, it's a grind-out match. So when rallies are extended to about 20 shots, there's going to be some errors involved.
When you see the rankings of these players, you sometimes think, okay, well, certain ones might just run away with this, and then others come in. So there's definitely characteristics of a good doubles player, or what makes a good doubles team. What are those?
Chemistry, good communication, being able to cover each other's backs is important, and it's just way different. Being, Martin and Dearman being the finalists, you just said it. You'd think they'd run away with this match, but it's not happening because Max and Sam are putting in such a great effort. Max is one of those guys that can get hot, and he could carry a team, and then Sam can do the same equally well. Doubles is way different. It's hard to just see a name and assume they're going to win because that's not how doubles works. It's a team effort.
This one running so long. As far as, is that also because of the service structure, or how come these doubles matches, or it's just these lineups as far as how they're matching up?
I think they're also quick. They're quick to the ball. They get everything back. So rallies are naturally extended. In singles, you'll see a player dive in for a shot, and it's do or die. Usually you go for the kill or the next shot, it's over. But with the partner right behind you, the rallies are extended even further because you know that you just have to get the ball back, and chances are that the next shot your partner will have an opportunity to help you out.
So I've been sitting next to Abe. He's been calling quite a few things that have been happening in the match very well. What would you be saying to each of these teams in this moment?
If they want to win?
Yeah. I'm thinking they want want to win.
Man, just get hot, stay consistent. I mean, naturally, I'll root for Sam and Max right now. Sam being in Tucson now, I like when he has success. But that being said, Martin and Nash are great players as well, and they're really, really good for the game. So I'm just hoping that they play a clean and effective game, and I'm not going to root for anyone. Well, I'm going to root for Sam, but I'm going to root for good handball in this one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kara. Always like listening to Abraham Montijo's take on what's going on. Yeah, the rallies are longer because there's more court being covered.
Yeah. And advice from Abe, get hot.
Yeah.
Play better.
That's good advice.
That's what everybody tells me. Also with the understatement, after 5 days of handball and 20 strike rally, you're going to get a little fatigue.
Yeah. These guys are going, this will be an over 2-hour match. Two of the players were in the men's singles final with multiple rounds. They're completely tired. Everybody's in their 20s. But we've seen multiple hot players here, and I know that's probably common in doubles, but it seems like whose number is going to be called next. For a short time there, you saw Nash was on fire. It was Max Lane-Mac originally, and then Sam. Then Martin got on fire, and then it's back to Dearmid again. It's really who's going to be the hot one here. And I think kind of that's what Abe's saying is like,
just go with individual momentum.
Yeah. I mean, there really hasn't been like two hot players at the same time. It's one person seems to be the one that kind of carries for a while and then it changes. We'll see how the tiebreaker to 11 will fare as it's about ready to start on this show court. USHA 4-Wall National Handball Championships. We're in Portland, Oregon. Last match of the broadcast, last match of the tournament. Those stragglers that are hanging on to the last moments of this event are right here in the show court area in the gallery. This place is packed.
There's more than a few stragglers.
I was just talking about the film crew, but I kid. First game went to Esser and Lane-Mac 21-17. Game number 2, Mulkerns and Nash 21-15.
All right, this is a tiebreaker game to 11. 0-0. Serve 0.
Nice dig.
A nice recovery.
Max dives in and tries to put it down 1 inch high and just misses it.
0 serves 2.
What I like about the underdogs here,
Let's play it again.
in Team America, is the fact that Max and Sam are not intimidated at all against these hard hitters.
The score is 2 serves 0.
It was a replay. I don't know if you saw what the
Max was trying to get through Martin and couldn't get through him. So he was, Max can cover anything. I do believe it was probably a screen. It just looked kind of strange. You'd say Max needs to put a better effort into it, but he would have to take out Martin's legs to put better effort into that. He was just pinned behind him.
3 serves 0. Side out. 0 serves 3. Half out.
That ball almost hit Sam.
0 serves 3.
It's our 1-3, 1-0 actually, 1-0. Max foot ratio, max foot to point ratio.
There you go. Keep adding words, sir.
Point. 1 serves 3.
Do they have a term for it when a crowd of people all become quiet at the same time and no one knows why? There has to be, right?
There's probably a German word for it.
Quantum entanglement? What, I mean, it has to be something.
Side out.
It's a full timeout. Side out, I should say.
3 serves 1.
Dermott overhit his shot down the right wall, and Max put it away.
3 serves 1.
Dermott going with a left-handed serve over here.
Point.
Kind of smart because Max and Sam now have to communicate to figure out who's going to hit that.
4 serves 1.
I think Sam would let this go if it happens again, same way.
Yeah, he's been hitting that serve before. It's kind of deceptive because it's coming across Sam's body, so he doesn't want to hit it, and
Point.
forces Max into an awkward angle.
Five to 1, game number 3.
5 serves 1.
First to 11 wins the title.
Check the balls. 5 serves 1.
Kind of getting chippy in there. Dermott's like, where do you want me to go?
Point. 6 serves 1.
Timeout here.
Timeout. First timeout.
7 to 1, going to 11. It's kind of funny that we started this match early, and both of the Irish players on the men, they were kind of surprised that we would go 30 minutes early, but they said, you know, we appreciate that because it kind of affords us more time to get to the airport. But that match would have started at 11, and here it is 12:30. It's like it made no difference whatsoever starting early.
Supposed to be sitting on the plane, and they're still standing on the handball court.
This is a 10:30 match here in the Great Pacific Northwest. And here we are just approaching 12:30 now, 2 hours later from the original start time. We still have glove changes and multiple timeouts before we get to 11. It feels. I do like this serve right here from Dermott. It sort of changes the whole complexity of this.
Like I said, it's a deceptive serve because a little bit of change in height can really change how you have to return it. none of them are easy.
Big setup for Sam. Sam had his right hand available there, and Max took it with his left. Down the middle, miss. I'm so surprised by that. That was Sam's shot all the way. Score is 8-1. I thought Dermot got that.
I did too. I thought that was a great get.
Let's look at it from here. I don't know. It'd have to be from the. I don't think the front camera can catch that, but it makes no difference. He called it on himself. That's a nice, powerful shot down that wall. No screen called. No hinder.
Serves 8.
2-8. First server.
Half out.
Sort of 50-50 on those shots right now for Max. Seems to be losing half of them and rolling out the other half.
Serves 8. Side out.
It's like Max was making a conscious effort to let the ball drop, and it just dropped too much.
3.
Nice shot by Max.
Eight serves 3.
What was Max thinking was going to happen with that? His doubles partner is standing in front of him to the right, and he's looking at him like he's going to go get the ball. I don't understand that.
Serves 3.
9-3. Oh, nice dig. That was incredible. Are you kidding me? That was impossible to get back. Here it is, match point. Dermot Nash and Martin Mulkern's 1 point away from Ireland taking the men's and women's open singles and doubles at the national championship. And there it is. Half out, full out.
Side out.
Crowd likes it, but it might be a little too late.
It's a tough mountain to climb now.
Four serves 10. Short. Second serve.
Listening to the fans.
Nice rally, and Dermot finishes off with a nice pass.
serves 10. Short. Second serve.
Match point stepping in for Mulkerns and Nash.
Match point serves 4.
Such a strong shot. Martin actually had to check that for a broken ball.
Match point serves 4.
This could be it right here.
Yeah, it's a big setup.
And it is. Team Ireland takes down Team America, wins another title at the National Championships. Diarmuid Nash, Martin Mulkerns are victors on this Sunday, losing the first game 17-21, come back with a 21-15 win and 11-4. And a standing ovation from the crowd at the Multnomah Athletic Club. Let's go to Kara Mack, who is courtside with our champions. Kara.
We have your medals coming, but before he gets, go ahead, Matt. Matt Kruger, Executive Director of the USHA, giving all of these guys their medals right now for first place in the doubles this weekend. Diarmuid, you're up first. Coming into that tiebreaker, we saw in those first 2 games, the Americans are kind of rolling right at the start. What was your strategy coming into that tiebreaker to make sure that didn't happen?
I think we were down maybe 8-1 in both games, first game, second game. So, you know, it was really simple. Like, we got to start faster. We can't kind of work our way into the match. We got to, like, you know, continue the momentum we had from game 2 and then try and bring it forward. I think we did that quite well. I think we kind of warmed up into the match. We kind of got into more of a rhythm as it went on. But the guys are really good. They started out, like, a lot of the time, like, you know, they were killing the button. Like, there's nothing you can kind of do, you know what I mean? So it was just trying to, like, you know, keep the rallies going, keep the rallies alive, to hopefully that they, you know, start to miss and that kind of stuff. So I think we got over the line anyway, so it's great.
What do you feel like was the deciding factor, Martin?
I don't know. Look, I think we said we'd, at 8-0 in the second, I think we took a timeout around that time. We said, look, we knew we were a lot better than that. The lads are playing well, but we said there's no way we're finishing the tournament like that. And we just, I think, look, we've said this throughout, I think we're very good friends. We were willing to fight and dig deep for each other, even if we were sore, even if it wasn't going well. We were willing to try everything, different serves, you know, mixed it up. The powers weren't working, so I just stuck with the 3 walls and stuff. You know, we were, that's, as I said, look, I was, he had to carry me a little bit there, but I think, you know, we were willing to dig as deep as we could with the way the bodies are to get the results. So no, look, delighted.
Dave Vincent, should I go for it? Should I take them through our favorite game show of the weekend?
I would.
All right, we're going to do it, guys. Here you go. Let me make sure. This is yours. This is yours. So, Martin, how well do you know your doubles partner? Never thought we would do this live, but we're going to do this, okay? All right. So we've been playing this all weekend long. These were the last 2 that we did not get before matches started this morning. So here we go. What do you feel like airplane seat-wise he goes for?
Window.
You think he's a window guy?
Yeah.
Go ahead and show him.
Aisle.
Yep, aisle seat all the way. You don't like the window?
It's just like, you need to go to the bathroom. Like, you don't want to be getting past people the whole time, you know what I mean? So.
But then people have to go past you. I don't get that. I'm a window person. All right, next up. If Dermot was an animal, what do you think he said he would be?
A tortoise.
A tortoise? You just called your doubles partner a tortoise? All right.
A horse. A horse. A horse.
A horse. Okay, well, we're going to hold you to that. Yep, there it is. It's a horse. And last but not least, his handball pet peeve. I wonder if it happened today. His handball pet peeve. What do you think?
He doesn't like, is it? I don't know. Power.
Power. He doesn't like power. The answer is
No one was ever in Ireland.
Is that like a rule?
Everything is just like
Yours is all, his is serious. His is serious.
It was serious. Okay, you're up really quick here.
His is serious.
Martin, what do you think where do you think he likes to sit?
First class.
No, it's the type of seat. Window, middle, or aisle, I think is what they mean.
I'm going to say aisle as well.
Okay, you got one right. There you go.
Sure, he won now.
You got one. You got to get these next two.
Right.
What animal would he be?
A bull.
A bull?
Yeah.
A bull. Bull wasn't even on his many lists or many times of trying to spell badger.
And then I couldn't spell badger.
Yeah. No, I should have got that.
And his biggest handball pet peeve.
Handball pet peeve. Did not happen this weekend.
He said it did not happen this weekend. It really didn't happen this weekend.
I'm going to say wet floor.
There you go. Yeah.
Well,
All right. You know what? I think they tied the best out of 2 out of 6. You got 2 out of 6. Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations on 2 wins here this weekend too, dear Mid.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kara. What was the animal that Martin would be?
A honey badger.
A honey badger. Okay.
He had bear crossed off, you know. And
Okay.
went with honey badger.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't like Michaela Esser would have like 7 different answers.
He had 2. He was trying to get up there.
Honey badgers are pretty nasty. Well, that's going to wrap up our tournament here in Portland, Oregon. As we have had a great weekend of handball. I want to thank the United States Handball Association, World Players of Handball Association, those that have helped out in all the other associations, the Multnomah Athletic Club, those with the live broadcast, Jeff Kastner, Chris Garrad, Linda Manning, Shay Lowenstein, Kara Mack, Steve Soto.
And all the fathers out there.
And all the fathers celebrating Father's Day. You have a great rest of your weekend, your Father's Day weekend, and enjoy. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. See you later.